welcome to RJI Insight, where we put a spotlight on some of the programs, projects, and research here at the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Today, we'll be hearing from Team De Veras, the winning team of RJI's annual Student Innovation Competition. That means our $10,000 grand prize winner is Team De Veras of the University of Missouri. This year's competition asked student teams to come up with new ideas to do service journalism, also known as utility journalism. These 4 students conceived and implemented a project to help Missouri Independent, a statewide online news site, deliver news and information to Latino audiences in mid-Missouri. Congratulations, Team De Veras. So let's start. So can you tell us a little bit about what your idea actually was?
De Veras is essentially news that you can use to serve the Hispanic and Latinx populations in mid-Missouri. And we provide resources in immigration, health, and education. Essentially, it's pulling information online or from around the area, surrounding areas that can help these populations make their lives better or easier in some way, or know at least what resources they have around them to make their lives easier.
Great. And so how did you come up with this idea?
There is not very much Spanish language information in Missouri that we've seen. I mean, if you can't find it easily, then that's a problem in itself, you know? So, we decided to, take things a little bit differently and, really look at what is it that our community needs? What are their media needs? What are their information needs? And, we found that it was a little bit different for, at least from, the people that we talked to. They wanted something a little bit different than just news at a city hall, So that's how we came up with the 3 beats of like news you can use: information, immigration, education, and health resources. Yeah.
So what was the most challenging aspect of this project?
Well, there were several things that were difficult, but I think that the first one was earning the trust of the community, because we went there to talk to them, and at the beginning they didn't want to have a conversation with us because they have like previous experience with journalists that only publish stories and don't go back to them. So I think that that was challenging, and also managing the schedule and resources to travel to different towns during the competition.
Yeah, but the balancing, yeah, sure. So do you have any recommendations for how other news organizations maybe could attempt something similar?
Yeah, I think honestly, just get started. Don't wait, go out and see, get to know your community more, because I feel like sometimes we have this imagined audience that we perceive that we're getting to, but we're not because of misinformation in the news media. And so I would just say, try to get to know the Latino community that may be part of your audience, and then also be mindful of how you write certain articles or how you write certain things as well, in order to make it more accessible to not only the Latino community, but I think this is also applicable to sort of other marginalized communities as well, where you really have to be able to earn their trust and not just become sort of parachute journalists where you just come in and expect a story, but more of knowing to build relationships with these people.
Great. So finally, the question that's on everybody's mind: you guys won $10,000. So how are you going to spend the money?
So we are putting the money towards the project as well. We're gonna use it toward expanding. We're introducing new beats, and we're introducing new journalists as well, a part of the National Association of Hispanic Journalists here on campus. So we're gonna use that money towards traveling and equipment, and just like really anything that can help us along the way, like website building or social media, things that can just help us look a little more professional and just really expand on what we've started. But we're also definitely gonna treat ourselves to a nice dinner as well.
That's terrific. All right, so I would like to thank Team De Veras for spending time to discuss their project and what's ahead for them and the Missouri Independent. Thank you to them as well for helping out on this project. You can read more about their winning idea on our website, rjionline.org. From the RJI studio, I'm Randy Picht. Thanks for watching.